everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations with Miles Edgeworth! I am hoping if I time this right, this will actually be the first video that I'm finally not under that 15-minute restriction. Hopefully, if I time this right. If I didn't, well, I guess we'll be uploading this after the restrictions lifted. But I think I got it right, and it is going to be very amazing that I can finally don't have to split these into like 15-minute clips anymore. But anyway, as you can see, we have run into a lot of hearts, and we're trying to figure out why the heck she's there, but obviously she's looking for a scoop. What kind of scoop? We don't know yet. You are... Huh? Yeah! Ain't you that heinous prosecutor from back then? Who are you calling heinous? This is Lotta Hart. She's a photographer I've dealt with during my past cases. I see her distinctive accent and her chatterbox mouth haven't changed a bit. Just look at that face! You're obviously up to no good! It seems she has a bad impression of us. Now it's time to pay your dues! Stand still while I photograph y'all! We only came here to investigate. Lies! You think you can fool me like that? Mr. Edgeworth, she's not listening at all. She seems harmless. Let's just leave her be for now. I really like her outfit in investigations, man. And I like how we just leave her alone. Alright, cool. Good idea. When all else fails, just ignore her, right? Right. Good idea. Alright, let's check. Ooh, what's all this stuff? These are... What is it? The items displayed on the shelf here, if I recall correctly. They're all evidence from past cases that I was involved with. What are they doing here? I guess that would make this place the PIC's evidence storeroom, huh? These items should be kept in the care of the police. Don't they keep evidence in the prosecutor's office? Only for current trials. However, once a verdict has been reached, the evidence is transferred over to the police department and stored in the evidence room. But it looks like the evidence has been stored here instead. There's no point in worrying about it. For now, I should try examining everything. It looks like some of the evidence have tags in front of them, and there are numbers written on the tags. Maybe they're the ID numbers of the evidence? No, based on how large these numbers are and the nature of these items, I'd say these are prices. Prices? Prices? If that's the case... Wow, these are ridiculously expensive! She seems more concerned with the high prices than the legality of this whole affair. The evidence on display. I should inspect every nook and cranny. Well then, let's do it! Let's start with this thing. That's strange. Only this one spot is empty. But it still has a price tag just like all the others. Indeed, furthermore, there is a part of this cloth that is not covered in dust. Perhaps something was placed here not so long ago. I see, it sure seems like it. Huh, but what could it have been? This star-shaped mark in the dust, I wonder. Could it be related to a certain piece of evidence? Maybe? Let's try it. It might have to do something with the candelabra or whatever. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Yeah, look at the base of that. Let's try this. This dust pattern matches up perfectly with the base of the candelabra. It's likely that the killer got the candelabra from this very storeroom. Does that mean the candelabra was also a piece of evidence? It's quite possible. However, that is not the issue here. The murder weapon originally came from this storeroom. We must keep that in mind. Alright then. Let's look at the stuffed animal that looks vaguely familiar. Aw, how cute! This stuffed animal is so fluffy! That's from Gourd Lake. It should be in the care of the prosecutor assigned to that case right now. Why is it sitting here in a place like this? Huh? This little guy's missing his left horn! Huh. His left horn. I'm pretty sure it was already missing when I first saw it. Then this must be a defective product. I demand a recall! Now that I think about it, giving a broken toy to a country's president does sound strange. Why is it here, though? This storeroom contains items to be sold, doesn't it? It's unfortunate, but the possibility seems quite high. I suspect some nefarious individual has been selling evidence here. And people actually pay money for this stuff? Apparently, some people do. The price tags are proof. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I want to examine this ink thing down here. That looks familiar too. Ink and a lamp. Both are evidence that I've handled before. Why is all this stuff here linked to you? Many of the items here are objects that I've handled just a short while ago. But it's probably only a coincidence that they're all collected here. A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear you say that word, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how improbable, if it fits with the facts, then we must accept it as the truth. Isn't that the same with science? Aha! We should discuss science in detail someday, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, maybe another time. Alright, let's leave that alone for now. Let's check this thing. Don't you think it's kind of creepy all these masks are lined up in such a dark place? Emma, are you not good with horror movies? No way! Horror movies are so unscientific! So she's scared of them. Thanks, Edgeworth. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright, well, there seems to be an empty slot here. Wow, they are... okay. Alright, these masks are very interesting. We have Jabbing Ninja, we have Steel Samurai, we have the Pink Princess, and we have the Badgers. Okay. One of these things just doesn't belong. Various masks are placed here. There's even one of the Steel Samurai. Indeed, these are fairly high-quality replicas. Scientifically speaking, it's just a bunch of random masks. It certainly does look like a hodgepodge of collection of masks. Huh. This hook is... It looks like a hook to hang a mask from. I wonder what mask used to be here. What is this thing here? These are murder case files. What are those doing here? By all rights, they should be kept at the prosecutor's building or the courthouse, but it would seem that someone has removed them. Something is afoot, and we're none the wiser. Okay. I think that's all we got. Oh, well, let me examine the Steel Samurai. This is the Steel Samurai. I can't remember my Steel Samurais. The Steel Samurai, warrior of the Neo-Old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai. The Nickel Samurai always seemed kind of smug by comparison. And his slender build doesn't look cool at all. I definitely prefer the Steel Samurai. It seems she has good taste. Of course! She would. Anyway, is that money? What the fuck is that big giant thing? Oh, is that the Badger sign in the back too? Jesus. What is that big giant thing? There's a huge stack of money piled up here. How unrefined. They're all $100 bills! Talk about big bucks! So, how many times your yearly salary do you think this is worth? Leave my salary out of this. Okay, we'll do that then. Alright, we got a couple bits of logic here, so let's put the prices in big bucks. That seems pretty obvious. From the price tags attached to the pieces of evidence, and that huge stash of cash, it's clear that the buying and selling of evidence was being carried out here. In the hidden 51st floor evidence was being trafficked. This clearly means something. It seems further investigation is needed about the dealings that went on in this place. If only there was a witness we could just ask them. A witness. Well, we do, technically. Hey, Lotta! Looks like we're gonna have to talk to her now. So, why did you come here? For the people of the world and for myself. I'm a social justice photographer, after all. Social justice? Then allow me to guess the reason why you came here. Was it perhaps to expose the illegal evidence trafficking? Oh, I get it! You were trying to get a scoop on the secret dealings. Huh? You don't know that much already? Well, I reckon there ain't no reason to hide it anymore. My sources tell me there's some kind of black market auction being held around these parts. What did you say? So then all this evidence here is... Yep, they're the goods for the auction. There's a lot of dirty money flying around here. I wanted to try and catch it with my own 2 eyes. My source gave me a whole bunch of info, but I figured just hearing about it ain't enough. Seeing is believing after all. So I've been staking out on the place from behind this here statue since yesterday. The auction took place late last night and went on to the early morning. A murder and the night of the black market auction. Could the 2 events be related? Maybe. Well, first, I don't have my badge yet. Let's just present that. That badge is... It's the genuine badge of the Yatakarasu. Perhaps we could trade some information. Not a chance. The Yatakarasu ain't nothing but yesterday's biscuits. I need something with more impact. That there badge won't stir up nothing interesting. Stir things up? Don't tell me you intend to spread false information. Don't be dragging my name through the mud. I just want to spice things up a bit. Maybe dress it up a little and add some juicy bits here and there. You shouldn't compromise your stories with fabrications, Miss Hart. Black market dealings in the Grand Tower. Guess I really hit the mother lode this time. Were all the items in the auction pieces of evidence? There was some normal stuff too, like stolen art and the like. I wouldn't consider stolen art to be normal. But I reckon the evidence was the star of the show here. These folks are law fanatics trying to get their hands on the latest goods from the police. So that's what you wanted to get pictures of, Miss Hart? Pretty much. They were meeting right under this very storeroom, so I watched them from up here. You said you were here since yesterday. Did you witness the entire event? It was a black market auction after all. They followed a fairly detailed procedure. First, the participants entered the storeroom from the viewing platform, one at a time. When they got in, they each took one of those masks on the wall over there. Funny thing about those masks, they're all equipped with voice changers, itty bitty ones. That way they wouldn't be recognized. They wanted to protect their anonymity? You mean their anonymity? Yeah, that's it. Their anonymity. Why not just say identity and make things easier for all of us? After putting on the mask, they go down the lift. And the next fella would come right in. On the way back, it was the same exact thing, but in reverse. They come up one by one, return the mask, and head up out of the storeroom. Wow, that's pretty thorough. Jesus. Alright then. How many participants were there? 11 people altogether. I counted each of them as they made their way down. That's a lot of people. I'll have you know, I wasn't just laid up behind the statue the entire time. Then where were you in the beginning? The beginning? Well, don't you worry yourself about that, you hear? So she was hiding behind the statue the entire time. I watched the folks coming in while lurking in the shadows. All secret agent-like. Note to self, secret agents like to lurk in the shadows. And then they used that lift over there to get down to the auction site. After they all went down, I watched the whole thing from the lift. Did that lift stay down the entire time? No, it came back up, but there's a tiny gap on the floor here. There's a bit of space between the floor and the lift platform, you see? So I could see just about everything that was going on down there. Then, did you see the person who was conducting the auction? Eh? Oh, well, yeah. You betcha I did. That seems like a lie. What kind of story would this be if I didn't know who the conductor was? A conductor, huh? It seems I'll need to ask her for more details. Did you have any more information about this so-called conductor? You know, I came here to get my scoop. What makes you think I'll give up my info if you're all willy-nilly? To you all willy-nilly. Basically, what you're saying is, you don't know. Ah, I see. So that's why she won't answer. What can I say? I couldn't even tell how old they were, or if they were a girl or a gal, or a guy or a gal. Can you tell me what the person was wearing at the time? They had on a white jacket with a purple flower, and they were wearing white gloves. But you know, that don't mean much when I have no earthly clue who they really are. So the conductor's identity was hidden, just like the participants? That's right! They had on a mask and a voice changer, just like everyone else. What kind of mask did this person wear? It was a Zurvan mask, I reckon. Zurvan? What in blazes is that supposed to be? Mr. Edgeworth, you don't know about Zurvan? He's the sworn enemy of the global hero Onyan Kopan. Zurvan, the ruler of time. Seriously, who hasn't heard of him? Most people, I imagine. Since the conductor wore a mask, I assume you were not able to see their face. Not even a teeny weeny bit! And after I came all this way for my big scoop. This whole story's turning out to be nothing but fool's gold. That set of clothes seems familiar. Perhaps I should show her that piece of evidence. Let's do it. Let's present the... Is that it? Yes. You said the conductor wore a white jacket with a purple flower and white gloves? That's right! They sure looked spiffy for a criminal mastermind. Miss Hart, did they look anything like this? Hey! That's it! That's the conductor! Hold your horses! Are you telling me the conductor is dead? She is a victim of a case we are investigating. Her name is Jill Crane. Have you heard of her? Can't say I have. So she was a lady, huh? What kind of gal dresses like that? She get her kicks by fooling me into thinking she's a guy. I doubt that her intention was to deceive you. Setting that aside, we have established something of major importance. The victim was the conductor of the black market auction. I see. So the conductor was killed. Then that might explain... Explain what, Miss Hart? Ah! No. It's nothing, honest. Miss Hart, you clearly sounded suspicious just now. And I'm telling you, I ain't. Huh. Can't be. Sorry, were you trying to say something? No, I ain't. I ain't said nothing. Please don't be like that. Just tell us. How many times do I gotta tell y'all? I'm a journalist. Information is what pays the bills. I can't just go around spouting everything I know. I've already said too much. I got nothing left to say to y'all. Then what if I found some fingerprints for you? Well, what good would that do to me? Do me? I don't want none of your dusty old prints. Why don't you two follow my example and do some investigating on your own? Oh, I guess she won't tell us anything. Not to worry, Emma. Just leave it to me. I have a certain method of drawing out information from those who wish to hide it. If my opponent's lips are sealed, I will be the one to unseal them. Let us begin. Oh my god, we're gonna logic chess a lot of heart. Don't know how to feel about that. First, let's analyze my opponent's demeanor. I ain't telling you nothing, so quit wasting my time. She seems rather impatient, as if she's trying to cut off the conversation. I must be careful with my time. I won't have long to consider my responses. That doesn't sound good. I'm almost certain that she's hiding something from me. That's where I'll begin my attack. Now, time for the first move. Alright. Ooh, that's going down really fast. Don't you think you're overreacting a bit? Let's just calm down and... I'm always calm! Now leave me alone! Wait and see. A real journalist always keeps her cool. Speaking of journalists, I have something interesting to tell you. A few days ago, I met another self-proclaimed journalist. She spoke with an accent quite similar to your own. She spoke like me? Then maybe it was... It was your sister? Nicole Swith. She had a distinct way of speaking, one very much like your own. Furthermore, she said that she had a mentor. Could she have been referring to you?
Oh, so you know Nicole? Well, ain't that a fun little coincidence? Where'd y'all meet? Wait, no, stop trying to get me to spill the beans. Whew, that was a close call.
It seems that she lets down her guard when she talks about Miss Swift. This could be a useful clue.
Give me the information, damn it!
I want you to tell me everything that you know right now.
No way, Jose! I ain't spilling my guts to someone I have no connection with.
Perhaps I should use that clue. I am an acquaintance to your apprentice. You say I have no connection with you, Miss Hart. But don't we have a mutual acquaintance with your apprentice?
Oh, well that's... I reckon it would be mighty cruel of me to give Nicole's friends a cold shoulder.
Then why don't you share with us what you know?
Well, when you put it like that, I guess I could let you in on my... No, I ain't falling for your nasty tricks. No siree.
Your scoop?
No, just forget it. It ain't nothing important.
Do you have a scooter? Such a slip of the tongue. It's hardly becoming of a journalist. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell us what it is.
Ah! Oh, all right, you got me. I have me a perfect scoop. But I ain't telling you what it is. I'm gonna sell the story to a publisher.
The information she is hiding could be vital to the investigation. I need to make her talk. Next, I will press her on the contents of her scoop. She may be quick to lose her temper, but she's even quicker to loosen her tongue. She is not a difficult opponent. Now, to extract the information I need. Is it related to the black market auction? Does this scoop of yours have something to do with the black market auction?
What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about that.
We just talked about it. Weren't you in the middle of infiltrating the black market auction? The only logical conclusion is that your story has something to do with it.
You ain't getting any answers from me. I didn't hear nothing.
Did you hear something at the auction? You didn't hear what exactly? Did you hear something during the auction?
No, I just heard a weird sound is all. It ain't even worth mentioning in my article. Just forget about it.
There's no question. Something happened during the black market auction. She heard a strange sound. This could be a useful clue. Is it related to some sort of incident? Does your story pertain to an incident of some kind?
Well, maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't.
That's hardly a clear answer.
Why are you always hollering at me? I ain't done nothing wrong. I just snuck in to do some investigative reporting.
You were trespassing. Go sneak around somewhere else. You didn't do anything wrong. That's a bold statement, considering you're currently trespassing on private property.
Hey, you're doing it too. Well, I guess the prosecutors got the right to investigate wherever they please.
I probably shouldn't mention anything about the current state of my employment.
There are far worse people in the world, you know. I reckon I'm a saint compared to folks who murder.
Just scoop about a murder incident. Considering what you just mumbled, is it possible your scoop has something to do with the murder incident?
Hey, I was only talking in general terms just now. I mean, anyone look like a bag of roses compared to a murder, right?
It sounds like you're just making excuses to me.
All I did was gather info on the black market auction. A murder incident? I don't know anything about that. I ain't seen or heard nothing.
Or perhaps I should use that clue. But you said you heard a strange sound. Didn't you say you heard something strange during the auction? If it struck out to you so much, it must not have been a sound that you would normally hear. For example, the screams of a murder victim.
How'd you keep figuring me out? Everything out so quick. That's right. I stumbled upon a murder in the middle of my stakeout. But please, don't make me say any more. This is the biggest scoop I've had in a while.
The murder that she overheard. It's most likely the same incident we are currently investigating. This is bound to be crucial information. I'll finish this by confirming the credibility of her information. Whew! God, this is going really fast now. She has nowhere left to run. It's time to deal with the final blow. Oh dear. Did you really stumble upon a murder? Did you really stumble upon a murder?
Y'all call me a liar? Them's fighting words.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you get. Wait and see. Shit, that took me a while. Sorry!
I'm a bona fide journalist. I would never publish lies in my articles. Faster and more accurate than anyone, that's my motto.
Her motto, huh? This could be a useful clue. I should keep it in mind. Alright, tell me more about the incident. Tell me what you know about the murder incident in full detail.
Well, my memory ain't what it used to be. Not much I can talk about. I ain't the most attentive gal in the world, you see?
Perhaps I should use that clue. Isn't accuracy part of your motto? I'd hardly expect a bona fide journalist to be so inattentive. Did you just say your motto is to be faster and more accurate than anyone?
Well, that's...
As I expected, the credibility of your information is suspect.
But, I know what I heard. I even got proof.
You have proof. You have proof. How is that possible? Explain yourself at once.
I got me some... Wait, you heard that? Well, I was just talking to myself. Y'all just go on and pay it no mind.
It seems she's still hiding something. This is an important clue. I'll need to use it effectively. Are you still hiding something from me? Tell me the truth. I know you're still hiding something from me.
I ain't hiding nothing from nobody. I already done told you everything I know.
Perhaps I should use that clue. You still haven't told me everything! Damn it, Lotta! Isn't there something you haven't told me yet? You have evidence regarding the incident you witnessed. Something definitive enough to publish in an article.
Ah! What in tarnation? Let me off the hook already. Fine, I'll tell you everything. I'll even show you the photo I took if you stop harassing me. That good enough for you?
Checkmate. Thanks, Lotta. Really appreciate it.
I lost. I really lost. The mouth of the South has been defeated.
Now then, it's time to come clean. Tell me everything that you know.
I was watching the auction, gathering info for my story.
You didn't just watch, though. You got shocking photos too, right?
A little while after the auction started, someone won a bid, and the conductor banged the gavel.
You know, Lotta maybe should just go into, like, criminal photography.
Someone hollered, "We'll finish the deal upstairs," or something like that. That ain't good, I thought to myself as I hurried to hide behind the statue.
Did you see whoever came up?
Not quite, but I reckon the fella that came up was the winner of the bid. I could smell the buttery aroma of big fat wads of cash.
Buttery aroma? I can't imagine that at all.
I reckon this room is where the bidders pony up the dough for their purchases. The two of them talked for a while.
Wait, there was a second person in the storeroom.
You betcha! I reckon it was the conductor. And then out of nowhere, one of them started screaming. I almost scared my britches off. I rolled myself up into a ball and kept laying low.
So you witnessed the murder?
Well, I wouldn't say that I witnessed it, but I definitely heard it I heard it though.
Didn't you try to stop them?
Just stop right there. That ain't even funny. What's a dainty little thing like me gonna do?
Dainty?
After that, I heard me some rustling and bustling.
Okay, we're gonna hear more of Lotta's story in the next video as we are running a little bit short on time now. So, I'll see you guys then.